Welcome to Games Overboard. I'm PJ.
I'm Dan.
I'm Angie, apparently.
Who else would you be?
Apparently. So everyone, when Martin woke up that morning,
God, I'm gonna punch you.
he was surprised to see the door open.
Uh-huh.
As soon as he crossed the threshold, he got beheaded.
Okay.
I know this one.
Are you asking us why that happened?
Yeah.
Because he was in the Tower of London. Well, if it's guillotine, he would have been in France.
No.
I don't know.
Can I take a guess?
No, you
Sure.
know the answer.
Nah, let her take a guess.
Yeah, I hear.
No. Let her
At
take
the
a
end, you
guess.
can tell the answer.
Okay.
God, you guys are no fun.
No, you're no fun.
Well, all right.
What about the giveaway?
So we have a giveaway coming up.
What's our giveaway, PJ?
All right, so we are giving away all kinds of stuff. If you might have heard last week, if you tuned in, some people only tune in for certain games that we do, But if you email us before September 3rd, then you will be with the subject line contest, or if you're listening to this on YouTube, you can just comment on the video. We will put you in the running for Arkham Horror LCG, which is a card game. And also some spooky, like a little Ouija board purse. And that will fit inside a purse that looks like a ghost. There's also a sign that says "Meet me in the graveyard." You'll also get a t-shirt of your choice, either Games Overboard or Wheelhouse Exorcism, and a button of your choice, and a car magnet of your choice.
Can we put the
I'll be
two
your show.
together and just make a shirt that says Exorcism Overboard?
The game's Exorcism.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
The Wellhouse Overboard.
The Wellhouse Overboard. Yeah, that works.
The Wellhouse games.
Okay, now you're getting into Hunger Games territory, and that's just weird.
The White House game's over.
That'll be our last episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a great idea for the contest I suggested
crap.
to you.
Okay.
So, it's how it's going to work, like you put up all these stupid clips of Dan, and people comment and pick which one they like the best. And the one that gets the most votes, then you take those people, and then you pick your contest winner.
I like it.
Figured you would. Daniel does not like it. He didn't like it when I suggested
No!
it the other night either.
You guys are so mean to me.
So,
I refuse to be the squeak of this group.
I feel like we also need to do Jana's best quips from the background.
so that was you for
The longest
until
time.
the past 5 episodes
That's
or so.
true. That is true.
You would be part of that.
I know.
Maybe we should just background quips. Best background quips.
Yeah. A background quips clips.
Ooh. We have to wait till we reach more episodes to do a clip show, though.
Yeah.
Outtakes.
Clips of our quips.
God damn it.
Quick clips.
Yep. Quip clips. Part 1.
We should also, if we're going to do this, best exasperated moment from me. Because those are
Why was Marvin's door open?
Martin,
And why was he surprised that the door was open? Why did he get beheaded when he went through it?
because he was in the guillotine.
No.
No guillotine.
Well, now you guys are not fun anymore.
No, this is fun.
Who said the guillotine was fun?
It's fast,
French.
it's painless, and the French, well, they know how to do a good thing.
And the last time it was used was the same year Star Wars came out.
That's true.
So some Kickstarter updates with the people we interviewed.
Oh, yes.
Party Wanted is off to printing.
Yeah.
Conspiracy, they had a hiccup with trying to get an insert made that was eco-friendly,
Oh.
but now it's made.
Yeah.
So they're very excited about that they finally got everything figured out.
Well, I'm
there.
excited for that. I can't wait to...
The print and
to
play
the game.
version should be coming soon.
Oh, great.
So I'll print it off on cardstock or something.
Nice, nice.
Hold, please. Okay, I'm better now.
Hold for chair scooching.
I'm sorry if it's gonna be loud.
Seismic on the Discord channel, he said he's still testing it and like coming up with different ideas of more affordable options and things like that.
Okay.
A big luxury game.
We have to get back to him
Yeah.
about teaching us how to play
Playing online and everything.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
Me too. I'll have to bring my laptop. My
Me
tablet's
three,
not
but I'd
powerful.
probably beat you and still not know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that seems to be.
Well, he
a
said
running
in the
theme.
interview he taught this game to a group of elementary teachers who the only like table game that they ever played was Uno, and he's like, I'm not exaggerating here, and he's like, and they all like beat me hand over foot. Like it's that easy to learn. It's this huge, massive game, but it's
hand over foot.
hand over foot.
Your hand is always over your foot.
I mean, yeah, it's hand over fist.
Does it really freaking matter, Dan? He's
I-
talking about his hand.
Yeah,
I just want to pick on PJ for once.
hands upon hands.
So many hands.
Leaps and hands above the rest. All right, so we got some updates out of the way there. By the time this airs, we will have already done Helix Tabletop Gaming Guild fundraiser. We'll
Right.
talk about that next episode because
It hasn't
it
happened.
hasn't happened yet.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
So for excuse me. Hey, tonight.
So tonight, we play a game.
Tonight we ride!
I hate you guys.
Alas, we raided villages.
Oh my god, there's another one! Best clips of when we made Dan say I hate you.
I feel like a freaking hour long at this point.
Okay, so tonight we played Raiders of the North Sea.
Yep. Designed by
Well, we're waiting.
I thought you said it before.
Shem Phillips. There it is, hidden in the corner. Designed by Shem Phillips.
I was so laughing because I'm crying now.
To be fair, we're both really tired today.
Published by Renegade Games.
Are they in fear for their life from the long arm of the law?
Only when you're around.
I am terrifying.
Okay.
Oh, she's so mean.
So
Okay.
for those who don't know, this is a worker placement game about Vikings raiding outposts and monasteries and fortresses.
You know, being Vikings.
Yeah. But where most worker placements involve you having like 4 or so workers, and over the course of the game you can get more workers, and you know, everyone takes turns putting them out, and then you have to spend a turn pulling them all back in.
You don't get more workers, you only have one.
That's right.
In
This one you only get one.
You only have one for the whole game. And so, like, you know, for a worker placement game, you put a worker down on a spot, you get the stuff that's on the spot. But in this game, you put a worker down, you get the stuff, then you take a worker from someone else, and you get the stuff there, too.
Right.
So you always have one worker in your hand.
And they're going to change depending on how far in the board you get.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like you looked up on a forum, you can actually block yourself from completing a certain task.
Yeah, if you use up all of your... If you send out all your black-colored workers to do raids, then eventually they're gonna get locked into that. Like, you won't be able to get any more black workers to use
Right.
on those spots.
Right, and some of these spots are very specific. You can only use a white colored worker to do this, or you can only use a black or gray to do certain, you know, something else on
Yeah.
the board. And you can, thank God we learned that before we used up all of our all of our workers so we didn't block ourselves from doing something. But I could have won the game, and you guys,
You're welcome.
jerks.
I do what I can.
Yeah,
I beat you by 1.
yeah. Shut up.
beat you by a lot.
Yeah,
A
well,
lot.
yeah, a lot. I don't know how that happened. She just kept
Look,
hoarding.
I don't know how it happened either. I had no idea what I was doing.
She was a hoarder.
Yeah, it ended with me at 40, you at 39, and then Angie at 53.
Because she's a hoarder.
No, I'm not.
Totally a hoarder. We should just call her Smaug. Or however you
All I did
pronounce
was
it.
rage. Like, I didn't. It's not.
I'm sorry, it's Smog.
I don't care
I
how
hate
they
how the
pronounce
movies call it Smaug.
it. My name is Smaug.
I mean, if you pronounce my name that way, it's Paul.
Okay, so
Instead of
Give me
Paul.
Paolo!
if we were in a Spanish-speaking country, we would.
Yeah.
But then again, your name wouldn't be Paul; it would be Pablo.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and if they called me Paul, you know, like that's an accent thing. That's
If-
like, you know, that's not.
But if you were a female, Paula, they'd be Paola.
Yeah. And that's fine. That's not a problem. But in a place where English is the native language and they say Smaug, like, no. No.
You can thank the Brits for that. Your home country.
No, it's Peter Jackson.
Let's just go with the Brits. We'll blame them for everything.
No, I'm blaming Peter
Oh,
Jackson.
God, you're no fun. New Zealand. then.
Angie's
How
bored.
was that? Well, I can see this. Yeah, she's already like, wow, what's going on over here? So, where were we with this game?
You were talking about the workers.
Ah, yes, the workers, the fine workers of the game. You only get one.
K. Rod Sterling.
Thanks for picking that up. So the other cool feature about this, and this also happens in a few of the other games we play, you get a deck of cards, you build a hand, and much like Libertalia, you can get these workers into your ship.
Mm-hmm.
But unlike Libertalia, if they're in your ship, you can't use them unless they have a special ability. Your whole goal is to get these people in your ship so you're more powerful when you do your raids.
Yeah.
And everybody gives you some really fun special abilities.
Yeah.
They'll give you buffs when you're going to a monastery. Some of them will make it so you don't have to pay so much gold if you're doing a fortress.
Mm-hmm.
Others just give you more strength depending on how many people you have aboard your ship, and you only have a maximum of 5 people that can be in your ship.
Yep.
But there are some things that I wouldn't even say they're a detriment, but you have to make sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
Some of your plunder from these places are Valkyries. And if you take a Valkyrie, you lose somebody on your ship.
You're going to lose someone in battle.
But, come on, they're Vikings. That's the way to go.
Exactly. So you get victory points.
You
for
still
it.
get victory points, a glorious end in battle.
That's why you make sure there's somebody useless in your ship.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Like I did.
That's the only reason I got as far as I did, because I I pretty much took all of the Valkyries.
I love the feeling, because, like, one thing I wanted to go back to is, like, the purpose of the early episodes of the podcast were to talk about, like, the stories that you get from these games.
Oh yeah, we actually
And-
we kind of skipped over that.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while. As I was playing it, I'm like I get the feeling of the TV show Vikings, of being like
Mhm.
Ragnar Lothbrok and like recruiting people for his ship and going out and raiding a monastery, and some people die, so you come back and you have to recruit a little bit more, but now you're more powerful and stronger for the next one that you go out.
That's right. Yeah.
So I really like that sense of progression. Like, you're always getting stronger and
Oh
always
yeah,
getting better.
I haven't. I mean, this is our first time playing it. Maybe we have to play it a few more times.
I've
but-
played it a bunch on my phone. This is my first time playing the physical.
I didn't know there was a
copy.
phone app for this.
It's really good.
It was my first time playing it. I didn't feel that there was any way of you falling back.
Yeah.
I'm sure that could happen if you keep losing people in battle and you don't replenish them. You don't, keep
Mhm.
building them up in your barracks. But yeah, I just when it comes to that actually reminds me of Cthulhu Death May Die, where in Cthulhu Death May Die, the crazier you get, Like, the more insane you become, the more powerful you become. Which was one of those things, like, don't get too far gone or you're dead. But you also want as much because that crazy is going to make you powerful.
Yeah. That sense of, like... But that's almost the opposite of progression, though. It's like a regression, but...
It is.
But you're also gaining in strength.
Yeah. So the one thing that I really, really liked about this was just the map layout.
Mm-hmm.
It really gives you that idea of, this is you, here's the body of water you have to cross.
And then there are harbors and
then
outposts.
Here is the land that you're going to invade. You can have the harbor, go to the monasteries, the outposts, and then you get to the fortress all the way at the end of the map.
Yeah.
And the map isn't particularly big. I mean, we've played
it's not too big.
Games that are much, much bigger than
It's a small box, really.
It is.
I mean, compared to most games, it's only like 10 inches tall instead of the full 12, you know? So it's like, it's a smaller box, smaller game. It's not very busy either when you look at the game. Like,
No, it's not. Like, when you were setting it up and you said this is the hardest part of the game, I was like, it's a little complicated to put together. But it's really not. And this is one of those simple games where, just like Dinosaur Island, you play a round or two and you go, oh, all right, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. This is simpler than Dinosaur Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot simpler. But even that was pretty simple once you got,
Once you
into a
figured
round.
out the flow of it.
Did I win that game too?
No. I did.
You did.
Yeah.
But Dan still lost. So that's all that
Dan
matters.
lost. That's all that matters.
I hate you guys. Pulling up the past. Yeah, okay.
So speaking of the board and all that, let's go into components here.
So these components are you're pretty standard. Would you call them meeple?
No, these would be. You have like your wooden workers, and all of the plunder is also wood.
Yep, and you've got things for your plunder. You've got gold. You've got cattle, iron, and then of course your Valkyries. But you don't hold on to those. The thing that as soon as you lay down the pieces, and we have our silver coinage. As soon as it laid down, did you buy this as extra? No, it came with the game. Oh my gosh, metal coins straight from the game. Oh my gosh, it.
There is a game that's literally half the price, with everything is cardboard. Like, except for the workers. The workers are wood, but everything else is cardboard. All the livestock and iron, gold, money, all of it.
Okay.
So same exact game, just cardboard everything.
Oh,
I
think
for like $25-$30
was
on
the
Target.
Provisions on this.
They were cardboard.
That was cardboard.
Yeah, provisions were cardboard in our version. Yeah.
Yep. So that was the only thing that was cardboard in this version of the game.
Yeah, that and the offering tiles.
Oh, that's right. I didn't get any of that. I should have. Probably should have.
That
That may
would
have
have boosted
helped
you
me a
over
little
me.
bit.
You would have beaten my score then.
Yeah, I don't hoard, so I definitely want to beat Angie.
It's not even
Someone's
that I.
not bitter.
It's not even that I hoarded it. Like, I just took the ones I rated, Daniel. It's not my fault they were better than yours. You took all the damn Valkyries. That's why you didn't
Damn
have
right,
shit.
Death in battle. Oh yeah. Here I come, Valhalla.
You would have stopped killing your damn people.
Well, they would have just acted better.
Just admit it. You're jealous that I won.
We got way off topic again.
Then there's some nice cards. For your crewmates.
So, what did you think about the quality of the cards?
I like it. Like, they're nice. They're nice cards. All the components in this are really good.
I really liked the artwork on those cards.
The artwork is pretty awesome. That is true.
That one girl, she was creepy.
Oh yeah, except for the one, the trader.
Was it Trader?
Yeah, she's
Something
weird
like
looking.
that.
She was.
She's a weird looking
She's
character.
Yeah.
That's why I put her in my ship and then I killed her.
I had her in my hand, and I was like,
Because
oh,
she
I
got
could
me.
just kill her.
She got you something when you put her down or something, didn't she? She got you something. I feel.
I forget.
I don't remember what.
Yeah, that was the only card I was like, oh, that looks weird. You'll know her when you see her. There she is.
Gain 1 victory point for each of your offerings at game's end.
Oh, see, if you would have kept her, you really would have beaten us. I mean, not that you didn't.
Yeah, there's only one extra
There's only one
victory point.
Because
Because you only had 1 offering.
Oh, that's right, the offerings.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
those are some cheekbones.
I didn't notice
Oh
that
my.
until you pointed it out. It was more the hair for me.
The hair, the Princess Leia hair.
Princess Leia buns. So, I didn't get to read the instruction booklet on this one, but it looked like it was pretty easy to follow.
It is for the most part. Like, it... Unless I missed it the 2 times I read through it, it doesn't tell you certain key details
Ooh.
that I had to get from...
Online sources?
Yeah, from Rodney Smith's Watch It Played.
Mm.
Like, when you put a worker down, you know, you have to pick one up. But they never say where you have to pick them up from. So it's like, well, can I just take a white one from all the way at the end of the map, you know? And so through the Watch It Played with Rodney Smith, it's like, you have to take one from the village, you know, and you can only get the gray and the white ones once you raid somewhere, and you can get those workers from when you raid. And I'm like, I do not see that anywhere in this rulebook. I mean, just don't.
That completely makes sense because it's your village.
Yeah. But, like, it's just not in
If
your...
you're if you're playing your worker in your village, you can only take a worker from the village.
Yeah, yeah. And so it makes sense thematically and everything. I just wish the rulebook would overtly state that somewhere. And the other thing is, one question we had very early on was like, okay, well, I raided this town. Do I ever get that worker back? Because, like, you know, like, if I take it, I don't get any bonuses from there anymore because it's empty.
You've already taken it. You've destroyed it.
And the rulebook doesn't say anything about that, so I had to go online, and that's when I learned, like, no, you can just lock yourself out of characters, because if enough of those black-colored workers or whatever all raid the harbors, then once all the harbors are done, you don't have any more black workers, you know, because they're all at the harbor. And so I'm like, oh, interesting. I wish the book would say, when they raid, you don't get them back, you know?
Yeah, that could have been a little more clear.
Yeah.
But
But other than that, I mean, the game is so darn easy to learn that
it is.
If you just watch the Watch It Played video, which is like short compared to some Watch It Played videos we've seen, that's it. You know how to play the game. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I really like this. I always say we got to play this. We got to play that game again. And how many games have we actually played more than once?
Yeah, I know.
We got to play that one again.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do.
You and I played games again.
What?
You and I have played games again.
That's true. Those are the games that we have.
True.
I play solo games.
This
This game has a solo AI deck.
Ooh.
I hear it's very good. I haven't tried it yet.
Well, try it out and let me know how it is.
Well, I don't have it. You have to. It's like a $10 expansion. You have to. Buy. And I'm like, I'm not gonna buy that.
Not yet. Not yet. Give it to
I
me.
have the digital app. I'll just play it there if I want to play it solo.
All right, I'll have to find this online.
Let's move on to what works.
I really like the twist on the worker placement.
Yeah, that was
I
gonna
really
be
like
my thing. That's definitely the gimmick of the game.
It
you know,
is.
And
It is.
it's worth talking about.
It reminds me of the when you see it at convenience stores or something, give a penny, take a penny type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice that you know when you pick it up, you get whatever that one was too.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Yeah, that's really nice. Where it could be, I mean, the rules could have been you lay a worker down, take a worker from here, but it's put a worker down, gain what you were gonna get, take another worker, but gain what that worker's ability was.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not. It doesn't make the game longer.
Yeah.
and you don't
Yeah.
screw yourself out of things that you could have possibly have gotten.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you talked about stores and everything, I thought you were gonna do the meme. A decision was made here. Shayna had one of those just a couple days ago at Walmart.
Oh, jeez.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Oh, it's
right.
even worse.
Yeah.
Once
Oh,
you-
it was Tasty Cakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone put non-stick pads, like carpet mats, in the Tasty Cake thing.
oh, God.
I liked that I won.
I love all the different ways to get victory points for sure.
Yes.
Like building up plunder, like Angie did. That was like 11 points or something right there.
right there.
Well, and that was because I had that. Who the heck was that I had that got me an extra victory point for each set of livestock?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the guy that looked like my uncle.
I don't think he wasn't worth anything in armor, but he was worth it in the end. That's why he went in my ship at the end. He was really worthless until the end. But he was the worthless one that you didn't kill.
You can get victory points with your Valkyries.
Hmm. With how much armor you build up,
Yep,
that
gives you more
points.
victory points.
You can make offerings to the elders to get victory points that way.
You should get victory points for how many victory points you have. I would have had a lot
If
more
you get
victory
over
points.
victory points, you get 10 more victory points.
But yeah, just there are so many ways to put yourself over on other people to win this game.
And you didn't get any of
And
those.
I didn't get any of those. That's not true. I got the Valkyrie ones. I
Yeah,
kicked
yeah.
both your asses with Valkyries.
Yeah. Did you max out that track?
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. If I would have taken the last Valkyries and ended the game prematurely,
Mhm.
I still wouldn't have won.
Yeah.
But I would have maxed out that.
You would
I
be
maxed
me.
out the armor. That was my.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what.
Yeah, there are a couple different tracks in the game, and the higher up the tracks you go, the more victory points you get at the end,
Right.
which is just cool. Like, it's a really cool thing to like work for and strive for.
Right,
there.
yeah, and your offerings do the same thing. You don't get to pull those in until the very end.
Yeah.
Collect all those, count them all up.
Anything that doesn't work.
I feel like you should be able to have more than 5 people in your ship.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
At the very least, an even 6. So when one dies, like you still have enough.
You don't have to go back and get money and
Yeah.
get another person.
Yeah, you have enough people to do another raid.
See, that doesn't bother me at all. What bothers me is that you can, if you're stupid, you can block yourself out of
Yeah.
doing other things. That's what the girl's like.
Oh.
It's like you almost need to make your own house rule. Like, you
Yeah.
can take this person
Yeah.
back, but you don't get anything for it.
Yeah.
But then I feel like you would have too many people left in your village then.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, there's a reason for that rule to
Yeah.
exist. for
Like
sure.
that's the one thing. It's not a game breaker at all by any means. That's like the only thing where I go, oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that or if you take somebody that's not in the village, you need to remove somebody from the village.
Mhm.
Something like that.
So I have another Viking-based worker placement game, and it's called Champions of Midgard. And I love the artwork in it. It's a gorgeous game. It's down there next to Clank, and in between
okay.
Clank and Dinosaur Island. And a lot of people hate it because of how random it is, but there is an expansion I just got, but I haven't tried it yet, that's supposed to mitigate it. Because
Okay.
all of the Vikings that you're recruiting are dice. So when you recruit your dice and load them up onto your ship, first off, you get to buy ships, and each ship has various like capacities of how many people can fit on it, which is
Mhm.
cool. And you need your provisions to make the journey. So like a lot of it's the same, very similar.
Okay.
But then when you get to the monster that you're going to fight, you roll the dice to see if you get to kill it, and like however many symbols pop up and everything.
Okay.
And so the expansion has like, because the monster fights back, and whoever dies, they go to Valhalla, and you get these like little tokens to represent the people that died.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but I say this because I wish you could, in this game, in Raiders, buy your own ship to increase your capacity
Okay, that would
for
be cool.
how many people you could have recruited. You know, instead of everyone only recruiting 5 people max, if there was a shipyard you could go to buy a ship to increase that.
That would be cool, but I think you would need a bigger map then, or change the rules on fortresses.
True. Yeah, you would need to have higher troop requirements for some of those higher value places.
Right, because, well, not just that, but you'd have to make their defense much higher because you already get 3 tracks that you can do, and,
Yeah.
you know, no matter what happens, you still win that plunder,
Yeah.
even if you don't match or beat what you're supposed to, you know, have armor-wise.
Yeah, so let's talk about that, because we haven't mentioned
Yeah,
that
we didn't.
yet.
So when you go against a monastery or a fortress,
They have defense ratings.
they have defense ratings that are going to be equivalent to what your armor is, what your attack proficiency
value,
is.
yeah.
So if you beat it, and sometimes like Angie going after a monastery, she didn't even have to roll. She already beat the lowest, but there is a second set that will give you the same plunder but more victory points.
Yep.
And including everything that you already have, all the armor that you have, the people that you have on your ship, their fighting class, you also get 2 die. You roll those, add those together, and then add everything together that gives you your armor class.
Yeah.
And if you can beat what's on the map, you get
extra victory points.
Extra victory points.
So you always get the plunder, but there's also a chance you can get some victory points
And
out of it.
these so like the fortresses, those fortresses are going to give you the most victory points.
Mm-hmm.
I went up 11 just by getting 1 of those fortresses. And
And there are 6 fortresses at the top of the map.
Right, and that put me over the board. That put me over both of you guys for the longest time.
Yep. Yeah, it was hard to catch up to you from that.
Yeah, but you did it anyway.
Because you didn't do anything else.
I just kept going for shit. I just wanted to raid. The bigger things.
Life's not all about the raid, dear.
Don't tell anybody like who does MMOs
Yeah, all right.
like World of Warcraft. That's okay because I don't really like that game.
No, I never got into it.
There it goes. Okay.
Favorite moments.
When I won.
I knew that was coming.
Well, yeah, that's all she's
Knew
going to
that was
talk about.
coming.
For me, it was killing my one card, which was the Avenger.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the cards
As soon as you giggled, I knew what it was going to be about.
So these there were 2 cards that I had in my hand. PJ had one of the same card, which was a brawler, and this brawler had the special ability where if you rolled the die once during a raid, you could take one of those die and re-roll it to try and get yourself a better roll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I used that, and it did help me with my one raid. You had it, you kept forgetting to use it.
Always.
And one of the raids I did had a Valkyrie, and I had an Avenger. When the Avenger dies, you get to tell an opponent who they have to kill on their ship. So you get to take out an opponent's shipmate immediately. So, of course, my Avenger was sacrificed in battle. And I took out your brawler just because, just to spite you.
So I feel the need to point this out. Not that I want this to ever happen, but when you have cards like that, you always go after each other. You
Yes.
never go after me, and then I just win the game.
Yep.
Well, we go after each other because it's fun to piss each other off. And we think so much alike, so we have to get one up on the other somehow.
I feel like that's how I always win.
Probably.
You're too focused on each other to figure out what the hell I'm doing.
That definitely helps, that's for sure.
Yeah, it does.
Good God, next time you're gonna come after me, aren't you?
I don't know.
Take her down.
Oh, yeah. So what about you? What was your favorite moment?
I really liked when I was able to... Well, first I was trying to get money for recruiting people, because you have to
Did you
pay...
like when you remembered to use the abilities on your cards?
Yeah, that's the moment where I'm like, crap, I don't have any money. and then I'm like, okay, I want to put this guy in my ship. Crap, there's no way for me to get 3 coins to get him. Oh, but this guy lets me pay only 2 coins for him. So I'll go here so I can play this guy, which lets me get this one for 2. And then I'm like, okay, I did something. I did something with my brain, and it made me feel good. And I found a loophole in the game system, and I love it. I love that they put those things in there.
I had that card too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Another moment that I enjoyed, even though it was despite me, I still thought it was hilarious. I sacrificed a card. I said, when this card is sacrificed, every player has to give you either a provision or silver. And I'm going, yes, I'm going to get silver. And they both gave me provisions. Like, bastards. Like,
no, we both gave you silver.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's right. I needed the provisions, but you gave me silver.
To make a journey.
That was on me. I should have... Jerks.
Yep.
We got to choose.
That was hilarious.
You did get to choose.
That was so great.
I was really hoping for those provisions.
You should have just gone and bought your own. You got the silver.
Well, yeah, I did then.
Why was Martin surprised his door was
Oh
open?
my god, I don't know, PJ. Just tell me.
Why was he beheaded when he left?
Just tell me.
Shayna walked away. I don't know if
She went upstairs.
Yeah. She was going to give the answer. Guess you'll never know now.
Oh my god.
See, Martin was a canary, and his cage was left open.
Oh my god.
And so when he flew out of the cage door, Sylvester the cat bit his head off.
I'm sorry, but this just reminds me of something from the 1966 Batman. The Riddler sends a riddle.
Why does it always come back to Batman?
Because Batman's awesome. And
Some
the riddle,
days he can't get rid of a bomb.
and the riddle is, what weighs, I forget, like something like 5.5 pounds and sits in a tree. And it's Batman, played by Adam West, Burt Ward as Robin, the commissioner and Chief O'Hara, and they're sitting there pondering, just thinking, what could this be? And out of nowhere, Burt Ward as Robin goes, a canary with a Tommy gun. That's right, chum. Out of nowhere. That's what these things remind me of. Like, I don't know. What could it be? Oh, Tweety.
Just wait till next week's. It is something.
Oh, God.
It is something. All right. So I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up for today,
I think
right?
that's us for, I think that's us for
Because
this
clearly we recommend.
Yeah, this game is
Absolutely.
so good.
Absolutely recommend.
What about the
this one.
Target one that's half price at like $30?
You know what? If the only difference on this is just the pieces,
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah. And if you're on the hedge about it, you could go
On the hedge.
Yeah. On the fence. If you're on the fence about it.
On the ledge.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're on the hedge, I'm surprised you haven't fallen.
If you're
through.
over the hedge,
yeah,
then you're
Well,
probably
that was
a
a great
turtle
comic.
or a raccoon.
That's right.
Well, no, you're the raccoon because he didn't want to go over the hedge.
That's right. That's right.
He wanted to stay.
Yeah. Reptile. Anyway, if you're on the fence about it, get the app.
Or the hedge,
it's like
whatever.
$6 for the app. And if you have an Android phone, get Google Opinion Rewards so you can get free money by answering surveys. I've gotten over $180 over the past several years. So I have like 20 some odd board games on my phone and I didn't pay a cent for any of them.
Send more money. I'll send more stuff.
That's right. Keep sending me surveys. I'll get more get more things. So, yeah, I mean, that's a great way to test out a game, especially for free if you have an Android phone.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong there. So, yeah, it's a great game, especially if you're new to worker placements and want to try something, try to get into the genre. Like, this is easier than Everdell
Oh yeah.
to
definitely.
play. So, I would definitely say this is a great game to have in your collection.
I agree.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
Adios.
Stop poking me!